Hello and welcome to another class with me, Isabel. This is a class to work on the hips. I've been finding that with running and going to the gym, my hips have become a bit tight, so I'm going to give you some core exercises through a yoga flow to help loosen any tight hips. We store a lot of emotions in the hips, so it's always good to keep them very flexible and mobile. So let's begin together now. If you have long hair, maybe you want to tie it up so it's not in the way. It's always a good thing. And we're going to come to the back of our mats. So when you're ready, come to the back of your mat. And let's just stand, planting the feet on the floor, close the eyes. Take a deep breath in and releasing breath out. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Turn the palms to face forward. And just as you continue to breathe, notice the big toes on the mat and the little toes on the mat and the 3 toes in between those toes on the mat. Press the heel of the floor into the mat. And with your eyes closed, let's just lean forwards and bring the weight into the front of the feet. Just notice how that feels. Is your chest leading or is your head leading? Come back into the heels. Coming back into the center. Let's come over to the left-hand side. And then back into the center and over to the right-hand side. And then wherever you are, let's bring the hands to prayer. And just set an intention for our day ahead, whatever that might be for you. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale the breath out. And then let's all open the eyes. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together above the head. Interlace the fingers. And then as we exhale, let's all fold forward. So release the head down. Bend the knees as much as you need, and then maybe you take opposite arm to opposite elbow and just take a sway of the body from left to right. Really, really nice. And then you might just want to release your hands. I love the stretch, and place your hands underneath the soles of your feet. Bring the weight of the feet into the hands, almost like a little acupressure massage. Very, very nice. Releasing the backs of the hamstrings if they're feeling a little bit taut. And then from here, release your hands and let's roll all the way up again. And we'll go through a little flow. So let's inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, let's forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. And then as we exhale, let's walk the hands out towards the downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, let's just inhale to come forwards and then exhale to return. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale to return. Last time. Inhale to come forwards. And exhale to return. And then on this inhale, let's lift the right leg high. Bend the knee and open the hip. And from here, we'll just start to take 3 circles all the way around to the right. So we're mobilizing that right hip joint for 1, for 2, and for 3. Really nice. Let's reach the right leg high. And then from here, let's step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Release the left knee down. Bend your left knee. And we'll reach behind and catch hold of our left foot with our right hand. Press the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot, and take your gaze over your right shoulder. And let's take 3 breaths, breathing in for 1, breathing in for 2, final deep breath in for 3. Really, really nice. From here, bring your hands back to the front and we'll just turn the toes so they face forwards. And we'll lift the heel of that left foot up to find the Skandasana pose, where it's almost like a Spider-Man pose. And you can choose to keep your hands on the mat, or you can bring your hands if you want to balance in prayer. Some of you will have your heels on the floor, and others of you, they'll be lifting slightly off. You can always slide a block or a pillow underneath to hold you with ease. And let's just hold here again for 3 breaths. Breathing in for 1. Breathing in for 2. Breathing in for 3. And then such a nice position. Let's lean forwards like we're crouching down, and then reach the arms forward and let the chest come down as we just lengthen the position a little bit more. Let's breathe in for 1. Breathe in for 2. And final deep breath in for 3. Walk your hands back, turn your hands back to facing forward, and then from here let's re-lift that right leg high, bend your knee and open your hip once again. Just 3 times. Let's lift the left heel up, and then exhale, lower the left heel down. So inhale, lift the left heel up, exhale, lower the left heel down. 2 more times. Last time. Really nice. And then from here, look forwards, and let's bring that right shin bone behind the wrists and set up for a pigeon pose. So here we're going to have a more active pigeon to work the lower back as well, because hips are connected to the pelvis, which all has a connection with the lower back. So from here, let's bring the hands to prayer, and we're going to lower the chest down. Maybe you touch the elbows on the mat, and then lift up again. Not always so easy. We can make it as effortless as we can. Let's go for 2 and 1, just 3 this time, and then set yourself up in your pigeon pose. And then let's bring the forearms down maybe, and bring the forehead down, and just take a few breaths here. Breathing in for 1, breathing in for 2, breathing in for 3. Come onto your right hip, bring your left leg around to the front. I'll come to face forwards. Let's take the right leg, or the left leg on top of the right leg, and then adjust ourselves so we have a nice position here of cow face pose. And let's inhale, lift up through the chest, and then exhale to fold forwards. And we're working that left side of the glute. Goodness, I feel it. Let me know if you do too. Stretching that left side of the glute. Let's hold here for 3. Let's hold here for 2. And last time, breathing in for 1. Lift up and lengthen. Unravel your legs, and we'll bring the hips forward, and we'll lower all the way down onto our backs. With the knees bent, we're going to extend the right leg up to the ceiling with the toes pointing nice and tall. Palms of the hands are alongside the body, and the backs of the shoulders are down. And we'll just start some rotation. So we'll start with going towards the middle of our mat, and we'll do lovely leg circles. If you want, you can extend your left leg, this leg, long. But when you do that, notice what happens with your lower back. If it really lifts off the floor and you can't keep the control around the pelvis, I recommend keeping your left leg bent to create a bit more stability and support. I always like to keep my left leg bent. Now let's go the opposite direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Release the leg down and release both feet down. We're going to press into the hands and the feet. We're going to lift the hips off the floor, and then we're going to bend that right leg into our chest. And we'll lower the hips down and then lift the hips up for 10, for 9, for 8. Press through that left heel for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Let's hold for 10. Squeeze that left glute. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips down. Cross your left leg over your right leg. Move your hips a little bit to the right, and then let's twist towards the left. Opening up through that right shoulder and stretching now the right side of the glutes. Let's breathe in for 1. Nice rinsing out of the digestion organs. Breathe in for 2. And final one, deep breath in for 3. Let's slowly come back. Bring your knees into your chest and let's take a few rock and rolls up and down the length of the spine until we come to a seat, and we can cross the legs over and come back into our downward facing dog. And we will do the same on the other side, but before we do, let's bend the knees, look forwards and walk, step, jump to the front of the mats. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, look towards your thumbs, and then exhale, hands to your chest at heart center again. Closing the eyes, come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of your class, and let's breathe that intention into our bodies. And exhale. Let's inhale, reach the arms up, interlace your fingers, and then exhale, forward fold. Just take a moment here once again. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Releasing the hands again. Separate the feet a little bit. What have I stepped on here? And then bend your arms at the elbows, and maybe we swing and sway the arms a little bit from left to right. Lovely. From here, let's this time place the first 2 fingers around the big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forwards, and then exhale, let your elbows come out to the sides as you lift your hips up, lengthening the backs of the hamstrings. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Lovely. From here, let's now walk or step the feet back into our downward facing dog. And as we pedal out the feet, let's inhale to come forwards. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale again, come forwards. Exhale to lift. Last time, inhale to come forwards. Exhale to lift. Then let's inhale, lift the left leg high, bend the knee and open the hip. Circle 3 times that knee like you're stirring a big pot for 2 and 1. And let's change direction. 2. That was a strange counting. 3 and 1. Re-extend that left leg high. And then look forwards between the hands. Let's step left foot now to the outside of the left hand. Release the right knee down. Reach the left arm all the way forwards and around as we catch hold of our right foot. Again, you make the adjustments as feel right. The more you pull on the foot, it's going to stretch the quadricep muscle down the front of that right thigh. So you work out what feels good. Take your gaze over your left shoulder where we're looking towards the beautiful sun. Or at least I am. Nice. And then from here I'm going to face away from you, but come forwards and we'll turn the toes. Come into that Skandasana pose so you'll be able to see from the back how that is working. And just take a moment here. Let's breathe in for 1. Breathe in for 2. Lift up through your chest and spine. Breathe in for 3. And then we crouch down and reach the arms forward. As I stand, face away from you. Let's breathe in for 1. We're reaching the arms forward. Breathe in for 2. Breathe in for 3. Let's come back into our facing forwards position. Reach the left leg high, bend the knee and open the hip. And then let's lift the left heel for 1. Left heel lifts for 2. Left heel lifts for 3. From here, we bring that left shin bone behind the wrists and set up for our active pigeon pose. So bring your palms to prayer. Let's lower the chest down and lift the chest up for 1, 2, 3, and then bring the forearms down. Set yourself up for your pigeon. Maybe your forehead's on the floor, or you could make, I could have said this on the other side, a little pillow using your fists. Resting your forehead on your hands. Take a deep breath in for 1. Breathing in for 2. Breathing in for 3. Allowing everything to release and relax outside of that hip. From here, let's release the hands back onto the mat, press ourselves up. Bring the weight into that left hip or left glute, and we'll bring the right leg this time around and on top of that left knee. And sometimes I find lifting the hips up and then putting them down is a good way to make sure we've got the position correct. Let's inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold over the legs. And again, let's breathe in for 1. Breathe in for 2. Breathe in for 3. Slowly lift and lengthen yourself up. Let's bring the legs back around to the front. Once again, coming all the way down onto our backs. Hands by the shoulders, hands by the side of the hips. Right knee is bent. This time we're going to extend that left leg, point the left toes up to the ceiling, and then let's medially rotate the leg. So medially bringing the leg towards the center or just the middle. So we're circling the leg towards the center of the mat for 10. What we want to make sure here is that we're keeping the hips nice and stable. So you can always bring your hands onto your hips just to check. And then you can put your hands back down on the mat so you've got that stability. Shoulders are away from the ears. The front of the chest is nice and broad. And let's change direction now. You should feel it in your hip. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, fantastic everyone, and 1, bend your knees, release. Press the hands into the mat, press the heels, and we lift the hips up. This time, pressing into that right foot, we lift the left leg up, and then we start to lower for 10, 9, really driving through that right heel, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold, tiny pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold here, 10, 9, squeeze that right glute, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release down, cross your left leg over your right, move your hips to the left side, and then let's really do a nice twist. Feel the clicks, turn your gaze towards your left hand or left shoulder, and just breathe for 1. Breathing for 2. Final deep breath in for 3. Really nice, gently coming back to center. Bring your knees towards your armpits, take your hands around the edges of your feet, And then just take a gentle happy baby pose. You can always bring your hands to your big toes or your heels. Breathing in and breathing out, massaging the back. Lovely. Hands come underneath the thighs. Once again, let's rock and roll a few times. Up and down the spine, massaging the spine until we come up to a comfortable seat. Just closing your eyes, softening your inner gaze, coming back to the intention that you set. And as you think about what that intention is, let's all breathe it in. Reach the arms up above the head. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of your chest at heart center. Inhale one more time. Exhale to release. Gently opening the eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this hip-orientated class. Let me know if you try it and if it helps and improves mobility and flexibility in your hips. See you soon.